Today we're gonna do the makeup of Vanity. She's a little lady who was a little too addicted to plastic surgery. And I wanted to point out that with these looks, I'm trying to create these spooky, recreate these spooky looks with regular makeup, not like special effects makeup, not special products. The only special products that I really use is the blood and the face paint, these kinds of things, but I'm not using these today, So some of them don't even require those things. So that's really what I'm trying to do, is be like a budget kind of girl. Just using things I already have to make these looks. Same with a lot of the outfits. These are just things I already had in my house, right? And then with this look today, we are going to use some gauze, which I saved from a past look that I did. Anyway, let's get started. First I'm going to do foundation, but instead of regular old foundation, I'm going to mix some Manic Panic Dream Tone with my regular foundation because she is pale, but I don't want to do the whole white face thing today. It is kind of hard sometimes to work up the energy. We're going to make this to get wetty with me. So we're going to try to chat while we do this time. It's hard sometimes to pull yourself together to get in front of the camera, get everything set up, get ready to talk, get ready to do all of this. Once you do it, you're glad that you did. I've actually been doing YouTube for 3 years now. Isn't that crazy? And let's talk about that for a minute. Obviously this is just something that I do for fun to express my various interests and just document my memories and just share my thoughts on things. It's really cool. I've got almost 3,000 subscribers, which sounds so crazy. Oh yeah, I did I checked. I checked on this to see if I should monetize. Is that a thing that I should do? At what point are you actually gonna earn some money? I'm not anywhere close. But that doesn't change anything. It doesn't mean I'm gonna stop doing everything I'm doing, because that's not even why I started. But wouldn't it be nice to get paid to do videos and stuff? Not saying that mine are worth making money off of. But, who doesn't fantasize about that a little bit? Making money off of internet creativity. But yeah, I'm nowhere near being able to monetize, so. And I don't want to say I hate ads, but it's so sloppy. They're just slapped right in the middle of videos, and I don't know. That's the price you have to pay for free content, and I understand that. But, so, monetization is a no-go. But that's not to say, I don't hope maybe I can sell something at some point. I don't know, open up a shop and sell things that I make one day. I had accepted the fate of just being a working person, working in an office forever and ever. And I was fine with that. People complain about it, but I was like, I'll do it, it's fine. Now I'm going to prime the eyes. But I don't know. The idea of working from home that's my dream. Even if I was working for a company, but they let me work remotely, that would be so cool. I just really, really love being at home and working when I want to work. And I'm a really fast worker. So if I had certain tasks I had to get done, I feel like I could get them done real quick and then just live my life. I also love housework. Also, I think that I could be a housekeeper. If I could be a housekeeper and make a decent living off of that, I would love to do that. I don't know if that sounds crazy, but I find that kind of work so satisfying. because you can see the work being completed before your eyes, and you're doing it with your body. And I don't know, maybe I was a housekeeper or maid in a past life. Okay, so before I got in front of the camera, I shaved off half my eyebrows. I shaved off the tails to help create the shape of Vanity's angry eyebrows. So that's what we're gonna go in on right now. I don't think a career on YouTube is in the stars for me, but you know, never say never. But still, I'm so happy for people that can make a living off of their creativity. That's amazing. And we should all be happy for those people. Like in my current job right now, it's not a heavy workload. It's partly like I'm kind of like on call in a way. Or yeah, I'm just sitting, I have to be there in case I'm needed, if that makes sense. That job really does help. It gives me time to contemplate and to be creative and to plan and dream and all that. So I guess if anything, I would just like to continue to have jobs that make room for thought and creativity, that I'm not just like going all the time. I don't know, but I guess I wouldn't mind if I really liked that job. I forget that the dip brow doesn't always stick to the skin that good. So since that's not really sticking, I'm gonna go in with some eyeshadow just to make this a little more opaque. The brows are done. Now I think I'm just gonna do the eyes. She's got some very deep purple eyeshadow. So I'm gonna use this purple. Maybe add a touch of blue. Since we're talking about work, I'll just keep talking about work. I was never really like career focused. I don't know. Like I always just thought something would fall into my lap when I was growing up. Well, when I was little, I just wanted to be an author and an illustrator. But so I have this problem with creativity, as you can see right now. My problem is that I can't really come up with my own ideas. I can like recreate or otherwise take inspiration from other ideas like really good. Like I can look at a drawing and draw it. But if I'm trying to come up with something out of my own mind, that's another story. And same with these makeup looks. I haven't invented one. I've just been recreating designs that have already been made, right? And it's just always kind of been my struggle with anything creative. I just always need inspiration from somewhere else. I'm saying, well, I guess I don't want to say like I'm copying people, but I definitely like don't forge my own path, which is why I'm not, out there being an artist or something like that. I'm just having fun in here. As a kid, I had a lot of ideas for writing. I wrote all the time. And then, I don't know. I just stopped having ideas. And especially like now, as I've gotten older, I've always felt like, well, I can't write about this. Like, I can't write about something because I don't know about anything. Like, I'm not an expert on anything. Like when people can write historical fiction and stuff, I'm like, how do you even know stuff about that time period to write about it? Or I used to love like drug fiction, like teen fiction about drugs and stuff, like teens gone wrong. And I would love to write something like that, but I don't know enough about drugs. And I know you can research or whatever, but I still feel like that's not the same. But I am writing something right now. I'm about 50 pages in, so we'll see if that can ever come to anything. I'm not going to fully tell you what it's about, but it takes place at college, and I went to college, so I know about college. This palette is actually, this is nice. This is a Carity palette. just like some indie brand. Okay, and then she has a much lighter purple bruising, I presume, all around the eyes. For that, I'm using the Take Me Back to Brazil palette from BH Cosmetics. And I'm going to use this reddish purple right here. Maybe dip into that a little bit. And since this is bruising, it's kind of just stamped on. Yes. Okay, so you know, I've started doing clay and stuff like that. I really love miniatures. But once again, as you will see, I haven't made anything of my own creation. I'm just recreating things that I am a fan of. Like I made a Skyrim shield, and I made Jason Voorhees' mask. I made Arthur's house. Like, it's all, none of it's original, right? So finding originality can be really hard. I'm sure I have done something that's original. I do love video collage, and I want to mess around with some video collage as well. So I guess whenever I do that, that'll be original. I'm going to take another shade of purple, since this is bruising. I want to add some variety, some depth to those bruises. She's got some bruising on her nose. I guess she got some work done on the nose. Yeah, looks like she's got a bit around here as well. Why don't I go ahead and add this blue, silvery blue bruising as well. For that, I'm going back to the Carity palette, and I'm gonna mix this and this. I'm using a bigger brush for this one. Oh, she's fun. This is fun. I like this. Another thing I've been doing is playing guitar again. I used to take lessons in 10th grade. It's really nothing to announce. But I've been playing with that again too. Once again, I'm not writing anything. I'm just learning songs I like that other people wrote, and I'm playing those. I swear to God, I need help. Someone help me learn how to be creative. But that's been fun. I know, that's probably, I mean, what else can you do? You have to learn the chords again, train your fingers again, all of that. So, not saying I shouldn't be playing other people's songs, because how else do you get back into it? So basically, any metal band that has a playable song, like a ballad or something like that, or something simple, I've been all over it. Alright, next I'm going to do her eyeliner. She's got a bunch of wings and stuff, so I'm going to try my best. This is my first time trying to get ready with me where you talk while you do your makeup, and I did not realize how talented you have to be to do this. You have to have a lot of focus, and you have to have a lot of things to talk about. You just have to have a lot of energy to say all the stuff. I'm gonna go line my eyes, my waterline, with black, just to darken all this up. And now I'll do mascara. I don't know if I've ever said this before, but I kind of hate mascara. And I think it's all the same. So now I'm gonna do all of her stitches. I'm gonna go trace everything with this red liner and then see where to go from there. Now I think what I'll do is trace those lines with a small brush and some red eyeshadow to add some inflammation. Here's the red eyeshadow I'm using, Sugar Pill. It's going to be more of a variation of her look rather than a straight up recreation, because I didn't know all these lines would be so hard to mimic. So, it's almost Halloween time. Zach and I have a lot planned. I'm really excited. The thing about this season for us is that we all really want it to be fall, but it's still in the upper 90s. So we are all like pretending. It's kind of sad, really. We're supposed to go to the pumpkin patch this weekend, but it's going to be 97. And last year we went to a bluegrass festival in October, and it was so hot, like I almost cried. It was so hot that we didn't have fun. I think I'm going to add a little bit of black to her wounds just to add some more depth. Okay, I'm going to ramble on about something else right now. So, on Amazon Prime, I added a channel, Amazon Prime Video. I subscribed to a channel called Destination Unknown. And that's all like paranormal stuff. And I know a lot of people in the community that I follow aren't a fan of paranormal TV. And I understand that. But you just gotta watch it with a grain of salt, or whatever they say. Now I'm gonna go in with some red liquid eyeliner just to make my wounds pop. So originally I subscribed to Destination Unknown so I could watch a haunting, and that was like my first ghost show when I was in high school. I loved it. So it was really fun watching all 70 episodes of that again. And then there's just so much more. And I'm actually hoping to make a video where I just talk about all the shows available on Destination Unknown and what I thought of them. Right now I am on Finding Bigfoot. I used to watch Finding Bigfoot, the new episodes, every Sunday night. And it's been awesome getting back into that. It's just fun. Like, they're very like science and biology based. And obviously they don't get much out of their investigations. But the show is still so enjoyable because you have the travel aspect, and then you have the anecdotes. You have witnesses sharing their stories. That's my favorite part. I just love that. And before that, I was watching Ghost Brothers. Oh my god, it is so good. Oh my god. Like, I know it's just a ghost hunting show, but so good. Okay, now it's time for the stitches. Okay, and then the last step, she actually has like black going over her cuts. So I'm going to incorporate some black there to make my cuts really pop. I think she is done. Yeah. All right, so now it's time to wrap myself up. Oh, I forgot lipstick. She has red lips. It's a normal day. This is a normal Monday. She has red lips. They're in a very feminine shape and glossy and shiny. Alright, my vanity look is done. This is pretty cool. I feel like a Frankenstein. It was fun. So if you want to be like a girl who died from plastic surgery for Halloween, here you go. Alright guys, we did it. Thank you for watching or whatever, and I'll see you next time. I hope you liked the chatting. Did that go okay? Or was it like totally boring? I guess I'll find out when I edit. I may do this style again, the get ready with me style, but I may not. Who knows? Anyway, bye for now.